See if I can focus in on you.
He told me he got it in class, and we agreed that we probably shouldn't be conducting this while we're still educating the students.
I don't know. Do you know her? Where is she?
I didn't think she was.
Yes, ma'am. but they can't see her now.
Please remain standing for our national anthem. Gentlemen, remove your hats. Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats. I declare the 51st commencement of James B. Conant High School to be in session. Good evening. I'm Julie Novak, and I have the great pleasure of being the principal of the fine young men and women who sit before us tonight. I'd like to welcome you, the parents, caring adults, relatives, and friends who join us to celebrate the graduating class of 2016. The academic, artistic, technological, athletic, musical, entrepreneurial, and many other talents of this class are indeed remarkable. And while our faculty is proud to have contributed to our students' development, we know it is you, the parents, relatives, and friends of our students, who also taught them so many important lessons. Lessons about having grit, being honest, having manners, and being tenacious, kind, and generous. Lessons about showing up to support others and being able to get back up when life takes your feet from under you. For you see, being educated creates opportunities. Having the aforementioned qualities creates success. On behalf of the Conant High School staff, I'd like to thank you not only for raising such fine young men and women, but for entrusting your children to us each day. Thank you for the privilege of teaching your children. To the class of 2016, there are big moments in life where the time is divided into two parts, before that moment and after that moment. These events are usually marked by ceremony, special clothing, and the opportunity to be surrounded by those who love you. Graduation from high school is one of those moments. And while these big occasions are so important and worthy of celebration, they are few and far between. They are the bookends to the normal days and the ordinary events that create life's sweetest memories. It was American icon Muhammad Ali who said, "Don't count the days, make the days count." My wish for you is that you make each day count. Delight in the sound of your best friend's laugh. Hold the hand of your grandparent. Savor the meal that brings back your best childhood memories, even if it's Cookie Crisp. And look, really look at the people you love. My wish for you is to enjoy today for what it is, a big day, a bookend day that marks the end of one journey and the beginning of another. Today is the day you celebrate as one class. Many of you have known each other since preschool, and today is the last day you will all be assembled together. Take it in. Hug your friends and your loved ones for 1, 2, 3 extra seconds. And I know it's really hard to not focus on the perfect Instagram filter for your pictures, but I promise you, the real moments and the candid smiles don't need to be part of your Snapchat story or your Instagram feed. They will be etched in your heart forever. And remember, as you say farewell, there is one tie that will always bind you. You will always be Conant Cougars. And as you know, once a Cougar, always a Cougar. It is my pleasure to introduce Senior Class Board Member Srinath Patel, who will deliver our welcoming address.
Class of 2016, congratulations on finally completing your high school career. It's unbelievable to think about, but we've officially made it. Hold your heads high, pat yourself on the back, and smile bright, because our hard work, determination, victory, confusion, laughter, agony, and defeat have finally paid off. A wise man once said that family is like branches on a tree. We grow into all different types of people in many different directions, yet our roots remain as one. In these past 4 years, I'm sure we can all agree that Conant has become more than just a school. It's become a family. The Cougar Nation is the perfect depiction of a modern family. Conant has become our home, where our classmates have made memories with us as if they were our siblings, and our teachers have guided us like our parents. We've come from so many diverse backgrounds, and each have developed intriguing perspectives on life, bringing individuality and ingenuity to the halls of Conant. Each one of us represents the future, and I'm confident that we're going to contribute something extraordinary to it. Our class has been the core of the Cougar family. The beauty about this is that you don't only find family through blood relations, but also through experiences, such as facing hardships, mending wounds, and celebrating accomplishments together. We definitely developed resilience our freshman year, when instead of being heartbroken by our girlfriends and boyfriends, we lost the great XXL cookie. And our sophomore year, when we embraced our quirky sides and danced through the decades. With the coming of age, when we became upperclassmen, we diligently gave back to the community, and we completed our LCAP hours and were granted a new and improved pool. And finally, when we approached this rite of passage, we showed high schoolers what it means to get rowdy their senior year, except of course in the updated library. When writing these words of wisdom, I asked myself, what can I share that hasn't already been instilled in us by the moms and dads of our school? And that's when it hit me, that our class has been engineered to breed success. Our teachers have nurtured us like our guardians, making sure we dot our I's and cross the T's, beyond just the classroom environment. Our teachers have made the profession a mentorship, offering us time before and after class, or during lunch, to make sure we're mastering their classes. They smiled through our senioritis, even when it kicked in a little too early like sophomore year, and they've done everything they can to motivate us. They believed in us when we were down, and helped us make comebacks just like Justin Bieber did. We owe a tremendous amount of gratitude to them for their endless support. At Conant, the seeds of life and its lessons have been planted, but there's still a long way for us to grow as people and add leaves to our family trees. As you depart from the Cougar family and encounter new ones in the future, remember your roots that have been tended to by your parents and guardians, and the trunk that's been strengthened by experience. Use the components of your family tree to guide you and blossom into great people. After spending 4 amazing years in high school, I've learned that knowledge isn't only obtained from the books we're assigned to read, but more so the people that we read them with. You never know how much a person can teach you about something. As you embark upon the next chapter of your life, my advice to you is to humbly remember that you did not get this far alone, and you will only continue to flourish if you value those along the journey. Make it a priority to thank those who have helped you grow as a person, whether they're a part of your immediate family or an adopted one like at Conant. It feels like time has flown by and graduation came in the blink of an eye. Life goes by fast, and I don't know where we'll be tomorrow or what we'll be doing, but I'm positive that the relationships that we've formed will still be there. We're just beginning to sprout into different men and women, but remember that we'll always be connected by our memories and Cougar family ties. Congratulations again, class of 2016. Let's get rowdy in the real world. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce the senior class board member, Sachin Jindal.
Thank you, Shrina. Class of 2016, faculty, parents, and honored guests. It is my honor to introduce our faculty speaker, Mr. John Sharp. Mr. Sharp was an alumni of Conant's graduating class of 1982. He left a legacy behind him, including being on the swim team, where he was Conant's very first state qualifier diver. Presently, he has taught at James B. Conant High School for 25 years and has been an athletic trainer for 26 years. Mr. Sharp teaches anatomy and physiology and an introduction to health occupations and medical terminology. He originally went to school at Harvard in southern Mississippi, where he earned his Bachelor's of Science with the intent of becoming an athletic trainer. However, his love for kids led him to pursue a further education to become a teacher at Conant. He attended graduate school at University of Wisconsin-Stout, National Louis University, Illinois State University, and is presently attending Roosevelt University. He earned his master's in curriculum and instruction and administration. I personally had the pleasure of having him for 2 of the 4 years of my high school career and can truly say I look forward to this class every single day. I would like to introduce Mr. John Sharp.
They always make me follow the tall people. Dr. Cates, Mrs. Burke, Mr. Dombrowski, Mrs. Klunkowitz, Mrs. Novak, Conant faculty, class of 2016, good evening. I want to apologize in advance if I go too fast. It's not because I'm nervous, which I am, but because Mrs. Moe told me the time of the speech was going to be a big part of my grade. Let me start by saying what an honor it is to be chosen by the class of 2016 to speak at your graduation. Being chosen to give the commencement address is a great honor, as it signifies in some way you've left a positive impression on those students. But it can also be a difficult task. Difficult because after the initial feeling of pride comes the anxiety. It suddenly hits you, oh geez, now I've got to come up with something to say. I did have the honor of doing this once before, and the message came pretty easy. I was out riding my bike, and the idea just came to me. Riding my bike is one of 2 places I can find complete solace and do my best thinking. The previous time, I felt like I did a pretty good job and received a lot of positive feedback. So when it came to this year, I thought, maybe I could just recycle that previous speech. I'm sure most of you weren't here when I did it, and for those of you that were, you probably don't really remember it anyway. Despite the temptation, I decided I owed it to the class of 2016 to come up with something different. So I went for another bike ride. Unfortunately, this time it didn't work. So next I hit the internet, searching for inspiration. There are all kinds of websites dedicated to great commencement speeches, delivered by many famous individuals from all walks of life. They cover everything from strong political rhetoric to simple advice such as flossing and wearing sunscreen. Good advice, by the way. Now, I found many that were entertaining and inspirational, but there wasn't anything I felt really worked for me. I did, however, come across a quote, which I felt really summed up all commencement speeches. That original quote started out, commencement speeches are like a steer. I've altered it slightly to say, commencement speeches are like a steer walking backwards. You see, they normally begin with some kind of a tale and conclude with a couple of good points. But in between, there's a whole lot of bull. So with this as my guide, I continued my search for the points to my address. I thought perhaps I would get some inspiration from the class of 2016 themselves. Once it was announced that I was to speak, many students were asking me if I had already written my speech. When I asked them what they thought I should speak about, the most common response that I received from almost every student was, well, since I always was your favorite student, I think you should give me a shout out. That was almost everyone, all except for the one kid who said, I don't care what you talk about, I voted for Reyes. I thought about the shout out thing and realized that I have way too many favorite students to give them all a shout out. However, I did come up with a way that each and every one of you will get special recognition. I contacted the Sears Center and I asked them to have every one of your names continuously circle the arena. If that wasn't enough, I also spoke with Mrs. Modelsky and Mr. Braglia. A bit later in the ceremony, they're going to read each one of your names. That's going to give each of you a personal shout out and gets me on to trying to pronounce them. Now, family and friends, I didn't forget you either. I'm going to save you from embarrassing yourself and your graduate a little later. You see, I know you didn't come to hear me speak. The truth is, there's only one thing you came to hear. There's only one thing everybody here came to hear, and that's the name of their graduate. However, some of you get so excited when you hear their name, you can't seem to contain yourself. And I understand that. After 4 or 5 years of waiting for this day, you can't help but give out a big old woo! Unfortunately, that's incredibly disrespectful to the graduate whose name is being read immediately afterwards. Their family and friends have been waiting as well. So to help with this and help you get it out of your system, I'm going to give you the opportunity right now. At the count of 3, everyone go ahead and give your graduate a shout. 1. There should be no reason to make any sound when your graduate's name is read. I'm sorry if I got a little preachy there, but I'm wondering, if I did get a little preachy, does that mean my steer is a holy cow? Oh, come on, you know the corny jokes are why you voted for me. That because Kerfus wasn't on the ballot. Okay, back to my tale. Stoves, still trying to decide what I was going to talk about. One day I was mowing my lawn. That's the other thing I do my best thinking with. I thought back to my previous commencement speech. I based it around a question we've all been asked since we were little kids. What do you want to be when you grow up? I asserted at that time, and still do, that the more important question is not what do you want to be when you grow up, but who do you want to be when you grow up? I challenged the graduates at that time to think about their own legacy. I further challenged them as to who their role models are. I would challenge you with the same thoughts. I remember my first year teaching. Students had tablets then too, but they came with chisels. Tough crowd. At the end of my first year of teaching, we were honoring those who were retiring. What struck me that day was how these individuals were described. Some were defined by the way they impacted and inspired other students. Others were honored for the detailed lesson plans and neat and tidy desks they had. I knew how I wanted to remember, and it was not for the tidy desk. Who will you become? How will you be remembered? Will you be remembered as the person your dog thinks you are? And what about your role models? Are your role models based on a particular skill or talent they possess, or are they based on the quality of the individual as a human being? If I could paraphrase from Dr. Martin Luther King, are you choosing your role models based on the content of their character? As I was thinking back on those questions, I realized what the theme for tonight would be, the next logical question. The original question was, what do you want to be when you grow up? That question is often followed with, what will you make? That, too, is an important question. Will you make enough to support your family? What type of lifestyle will you be able to afford? Moms and dads, we want to know if you're going to make enough to move out of the basement by age 30 and be able to support us in our retirement. Long driveway for the RV is what I tell my kids. Salaries and as such are important considerations. You should be fairly compensated for what you do, but it should not be the lone deciding factor in choosing a career. As Sancha mentioned, I teach anatomy and physiology and medical terminology to students who by and large have an interest in healthcare. I tell them all the time, do not choose a particular field of medicine solely based on the average annual salary. Find something you have a passion for. You're going to spend on average 40-some years of your life working. It should not be a chore to drag yourself to work every day. There's an old saying, do something you love and you'll never work a day in your life. I can tell you from personal experience, I do love what I do. Don't get me wrong, I don't spring out of bed every morning anxious to get to work, okay? But I don't view my job as a chore, and I get a great deal of joy and satisfaction from my time at CHS. At the end of this school year, besides the class of 2016, we have many great Cougars who are moving on to begin new chapters in their life. I'd like to call your attention to one particular, Mr. Talbot Benton. Contrary to what you all might have heard, he's not moseying on back to the great state of Kentucky. He's going yonder on down the road a piece to Elgin. Mr. Bankin's faith is an important part of his life. He's leaving CHS to become the principal at Harvest Christian Academy, where he can combine two of his passions, his faith and working with young people. While this is technically a promotion, it's not being done for monetary gain. As Mr. Bankin told me, surely wasn't for the money. As a matter of fact, many of our teachers left more lucrative positions in the private sector to follow their passions. So what will you make? Money is important, but even more important, make a difference. Whether it's a career or personal life, make a difference in the lives of the people around you. President Kennedy said, "Ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country." I believe that extends to the world as well. What can you do for the world? Some of you may someday be in a position to have a global impact, such as a great new discovery or influence in governmental policies, but most will not. However, all of you will be in a position to make a difference every day in your immediate world. How can you make that difference? That depends on your personal talents and skill set, but we can all make a difference. Treat everyone with dignity and respect, regardless of their station or differences. Many CEOs comment that you can tell a great deal about someone's character by the way they treat clerical and wait staff. Help out charitable organizations. This can be through donations of money, goods, or time. Help out a neighbor with a chore. This could be a regular thing or an isolated occasion depending on your time and their needs. Consider the feelings or mood of others before acting or responding. Smile often. Say thank you, please, and I'm sorry. Take out both earbuds and give those people around you your full attention. Earbuds are not a fashion accessory, and those around you deserve your full attention. Make an effort to learn about them and be more tolerant of those who are different from you. Greater understanding leads to greater tolerance. Be open to change, both change in you and around you. Change is the only constant in life. Put down your electronic device, look up, and be present in the world immediately around you. Binge watching Grey's Anatomy will not get you through medical school. Be the best you that you can be. We all have strengths and weaknesses. Discover yours. Capitalize on your strengths. Work to overcome and improve your weaknesses. Mother Teresa said, never worry about numbers. Help one person at a time and start with the person nearest you. Find your passion and follow it. Make a difference in the life of those around you. And remember, once a cougar. We're going to try that again. Once a cougar. Congratulations and good luck, class of 2016.
At this time, I wish to recognize some of our graduates who have achieved important accomplishments. First, among the graduates, you will notice that some are wearing gold tassels and stoles. These tassels and stoles signify that these students are members of the National Honor Society. They were selected to membership based on 4 criteria: character, scholarship, leadership, and service. Would these seniors please stand to be recognized? In your program, you will find a list of seniors who are senior academic scholars. These students reflect the highest grade point average among the class of 2016. Would these seniors please stand to be recognized? In your program, you will find a list of seniors designated with a flag next to their name who have enlisted in the military. Would these seniors please stand to be recognized? This time I would like to 211, Dr. Daniel Cates. Board of Education members for High School District 211. Board President, Mrs. Lucia Burke. Board Secretary, Mrs. Anna Klimkowitz. And Board Member, Mr. Peter Dombrowski. Mrs. Burke, Mrs. Klimkowitz, and Mr. Dombrowski, it is at this time that I certify that the graduates of 2016 have met the requirements for graduation of both the state of Illinois and the Township High School District 211. I present them to you as representatives of the Board of Education of High School District 211. Mrs. Burke will share comments with us at this time. Thank you.
Thank you, and good evening. Graduates, I'm honored to be here with you on this very special occasion. For the last 4 years, you've been working hard towards this day, and everybody here shares in your pride. Your accomplishments reflect on who you are. Enjoy your celebrations. You've earned the right to celebrate. Understanding that once celebrations have come to a close, you will start to work towards future achievements, each one tailored to your individual dreams, passions, and goals. There are a few things that I'd like you to consider as you write the next chapters in your lives. The first is that change is inevitable, and it should not be feared, but embraced. Prior to accepting change, you first must realize what you do not want to compromise. Values such as integrity, loyalty, respect, compassion for others, excellence, kindness, and others that you individually deem important. Lastly, in order to prepare for change, you must commit yourself to a life of learning. Be curious, inquisitive, self-motivating, and never stop seeking knowledge. On behalf of the Board of Education, congratulations. I hereby accept James B. Conant High School, Class of 2016.
I would like to sincerely ask that all present show the proper respect for the 566 graduates. We are here to honor our graduates, and it is important that each graduate's name be heard. Please refrain from any distractions by holding your applause until the last graduate's name is read. I know that today is a big milestone in the lives of the class of 2016. Today is a ceremony to honor these graduates. Afterwards, we can all celebrate our graduates' accomplishments. Again, please respect the wishes of the class of 2016. Thank you.
Mrs. Medelsky and Mr. Raglia, will you please call the roll? Mrs. Burke, Mrs. Klimkowitz, Mr. Dombrowski, and Dr. Cates, will you please come forward to present the diploma?
Jamie Lynn Berry.
Brian Anthony Bean.
Shriram Shanakasavalu.
Hari Charan Chernubu.
Paul Sinwon Chung.
Anne Elizabeth Seesaw.
Smith J. Desai.
Nareet Kaur Dillon.
Shannon Kelly Fanslow.
Armand B. Goyle,
Connie B. Wang,
Benjamin Davis Hyde,
Ashley Ada Jung,
Varun R. Kumar,
Jason Mihailo Lagerquist,
Jonathan M. Mayer,
Nikhil D. Modek,
Aisha Mohan,
Kyle Christopher Nelly,
Carly Marie Norden,
Dhruv Barut Patel,
Parth Kumar Patel,
Srinath Prashant Patel,
Kushal Hitesh Shah,
Aditya B. Shedge,
Sachi Dharmesh Solanki,
Himani A. Vias,
William Lincoln Wright,
Lisa Ma Yang,
Dream Monique Nicole Aaron,
Syed Ghazi Abbas,
Camilla Acosta,
Tasha Christine Agram,
Olivia Grace Akers,
Rami Marwan Aram,
Caesar Alfaro,
Jillian Kate Alfajoro,
Sadia Alta,
Ghulam Ali,
Odell Jordan Andrews III,
Marissa Genevieve Alvarez,
Reshma Anthony,
Gianna Janet Angelo,
Vincent Michael Anzalone,
Angela Marie Anzalone,
Riku Araki,
Hibiki Araki,
Chelsea Lynn Aris,
Jesus Antonio Miranda Rodriguez,
Eric Alexander Armentrout,
Jocelyn Zion Erez,
Hannah Elizabeth Atkin,
Joshua Jose Arroyo,
Stacy Dela Cruz Austria,
John Michael Aubert,
Madeline Josephine Badalamenti,
Yvette Aviles Pastor,
Druti Bengale,
Nicholas Isidoro Balestreri,
Kalea Elois Barrett,
Samuel Barajas,
Emily Ann Barron,
Allison Lauren Barron,
Laura Beas Gutierrez,
Danielle Megan Batista,
Erica Samantha Berger,
Jonathan Chris Bigos,
Christopher Raymond Blaha,
Kaylee Marie Bergstrom,
Jeffrey Thomas Balvat,
Brittany Nicole Baya,
Jennifer Karen Bolick,
John Donahue Blondie,
Emily Ray Bodger,
Bumjargo Bolbada,
James William Brady,
Claudia Borkowski,
Thomas Jack Brashears,
Kyle William Bradley,
Jessica Elizabeth Buscemi,
Luke Noel Brantley,
Nathaniel Jordan Bushney,
Raina Brent K. Laurenton,
Brian William Carpenter,
Natalie Bueno,
Alexandra Christina Carroll,
Jordan Jane Canatero,
Nicholas Stephen Catalano,
Jennifer Ann Carano,
Ross Charles Cayley,
Caroline Elizabeth Catalano,
Sukmani Kaur Chima,
Aaron Nathaniel K.,
Nicholas Matthew Chong,
Mark Shagoya,
Heather Eileen Cizek,
Esther Ye Cho,
Jacob Maximilian Cohen,
Jake Orland Sicola,
Timothy Daniel Cullen.
Caitlin Leanne Clemens,
Blake Aaron Danick.
Marlena Sarah Comella,
Logan Edward Doherty.
Kylie Lynn Cosentino,
Audrey Elizabeth DeBover.
Amethyst Sky Dabler,
Stephanie Gina Del Rosario.
Kasha Daplacert,
Rachel Anastasia Delanois.
Jonathan Eric Davis,
Catherine Ann Demerit.
Alex Joseph DeFrancesco,
Eric Scott DeVito.
Cameron Alexis Dela Cruz,
Michael Raymond DePaulo.
Lucas John DeMar,
Marissa Ann Dezano.
Emily Daraskevich,
Victoria Marie Domansky.
Sean Michael Devlin,
Triana Vanice Douglas.
Jeremy Nicholas Dippin,
Dylan Lewis Drake.
Michelle Ann Damansky,
Katia Sophia Dunn.
Alondra Dorado,
Bishop Bashan Edwards.
Ahmad Araz Duzali,
Eric John Ellefson.
Kayla Ann Duguay,
Amir Tibor Elradarwi.
Tyler Matthew Dykema,
Neil Enriquez.
Nicholas John Elms,
Jacob James Estrada.
Timothy Michael Engebretson,
Justine Elise Ewald.
Shelby Marie Epic,
Nina Marie Fank.
Yuridia Concepcion Espinosa,
Thomas Nathaniel Farnsworth.
Brandon Michael Evans,
Aruba Fatima.
Marissa Natalie Fank,
Brianna Marie Feyereisen.
Aluatimalayan Analuapa Fasanya,
Elizabeth Louise Fillmore.
Ryan Ronald Feely,
Casey Lynn Fink.
Kaylin Renee Farisi,
Kenton Hayden Fong.
Olivia Nina Fingold,
Christian Joseph Forte.
Meredith Emily Fleck,
Matthew Marn Foster.
Tamara Dawn Ford,
Kayala Hiana Renee Franklin.
Kyle John Forte,
Colin Richard Froelich.
Matthew J. Frank,
Atsuhiro Fukuda.
Aurelia Simone Frederick,
Allison Christina Gade.
Tara Catherine Froelich,
Ariane Grace Leco Gagny.
Michael Christopher Furio,
Marcus James Gannon.
Mustafa Abdul Guffer,
Esmeralda Garcia.
Bartosz Kasper Gajkowski,
Darren Lee Gatlin.
Andre Juan Garcia,
Ashwin Shine George.
Juliana Garcia,
Timothy John Dupre.
Stephen Michael Gangler,
Caitlin Glennon.
Sandra Jean Gerhardt,
Noah Samuel Goffin.
Jason James Giuliano,
Christian Guillermo Gonzalez.
Tyler Michael Gerke,
Caitlin Mary Gorin.
Alicia Yasmin Gonzalez,
Aman Goyle.
Ruben Gonzalez Mendoza Jr.,
Palmer Quinton Graham.
Thomas Matthew Ghosh,
Priya Gupta.
Benjamin Robert Grabowski,
Daniel Joseph Hafer.
Ezekiel Calderon Gesse,
Courtney Ashley Haregrove.
Shruti Gurudev,
Stephen Matthew Hanks.
Carl Francis Hahn Jr.,
Caitlin Elizabeth Hedman,
Casey Michelle Hanatha,
Nicole Christine Hennings,
Carly Rose Hennigan,
Brian Hernandez,
Cesar Hernandez,
Tyler David Hickerson,
Alan John Herman,
Vlad Mihai Herjoy,
Matthew John Hill,
Michael William Honey,
Stephen Michael Heck,
Melissa Hott,
Bailey Elise Hornstein,
Justin Mignon Hurd,
Caitlin Sarah Singh,
Christian Davis Hyde,
Anna Catherine Hyde,
Beth Ajan Inak,
Alexander Julian Ilnicki,
Jacob Matthew Ivanyu,
Dio Ishiyama,
Joaquin Anthony Esquerdo,
Srinivasan Krishna Iyer,
Cheyenne Jafari,
Neil C. Jacob,
Jake Joseph Jacobowski,
Jackson Scott Youngke,
Jacqueline Nicole Jarris,
Julia Jang,
Mitchell Austin Jensen,
Delaney Adele Jensby,
Luke Michael Johnson,
Sachin Jindal,
Nicholas Joseph Jones,
Cameron K. Jolly,
Alec James Judah,
Paratosh Piyush Joshi,
Michael Kalita,
Daniel Robert Call,
Hannah Marie Kane,
Umi Kanal,
Nathan Edward Kowalik,
Elizabeth Karafili,
Carrie Elizabeth Kepler,
Alyssa Page Kelly,
Momel Khan,
Mohammed Khan,
Sarah Saida Khan,
Sarah Khan,
Shaheen Kazi,
Shurjil N. Khan,
Andrew S. Kim,
Nicholas Samuel Keefe,
Hannah Kim,
Diane Dawoon Kim,
Catherine Ann Klingsporn,
Anna Kishioka,
Orwin Richard Canez III,
Anthony Mark Clue,
Dustin Charles Kane,
Mikoto Alfred Kobayashi,
Ryan Matthew Koss,
Allison Rose Colder,
Alec Edwin Krebs,
Kevin James Kovatana,
Karina G. Kusera,
Aditya Krishnamurthy,
Lindsay Marie Ladowig,
Eric Krilikowski,
Braden Michael Lamore,
Matthew David Keithy,
Brittany Nicole Larson,
Natalia Annette Lakumsky,
Alicia Christine Lum,
Salvatore Vincent Lodongo,
Salvatore Michael Lazara,
Franco Antonio Lazara,
Julia Lemick,
Alexander Lemek,
Nicholas Stephen Latisi,
Jennifer Lynn Lazinski,
Grant G. Lee,
John Allen Lewis,
Alyssa Marie Lilja,
Jamie Young Lim,
Mateusz Raphael Lim,
Stephanie Liu,
Amanda Elizabeth Lacascio,
Stephanie Marie Lacoco,
Matthew Thomas Loftus,
Jesus Fabian Lamelli,
Gladys Itzel Lopez Lopez,
Corey John Lucas,
Evelyn Lua,
Hannah Faith Lulo,
Hannah Lee Lucas,
Ruby K. Lynn,
Jack Thomas Lunkus,
Eric Ernest McKenna,
Jorge Luis Machado Garza,
Daniel Joseph Madonia,
Sebastian Lucas Made,
Nicolette Ann Macris,
Araceli Mangana,
Anissa Masroor Malik,
Brian Maldonado Dominguez,
Anna Louise Mangini,
Anam Masrur Malik,
Anthony Vincent Marks,
Nathaniel Philip Markowitz,
Jenna Claire Maugh,
Stefania Martinez,
Ellie Adrian McGinnis,
Jessica Noel Mabron,
Alyssa Reed McDonald,
Robert Quinn McCullough,
Andrea Christine McDougall,
Cullum Shay McDonald,
James Garrett McLaughlin,
Rachel Leslie McKenzie,
Ronak H. Mehta,
Sonia Elizabeth McQuinn,
Nicole Ashley Manini,
Annabelle Mendez,
Indira Kaur Midna,
Spencer Patrick Nozomi Metcalf,
Matthew Joseph Mills,
Jack Michael Miles,
Sabria Unique Moore,
Marco Momich,
Alicia Sinai Morales,
Thomas Joseph Moore,
Jay Morgan,
Lily Mae Moraski,
Jerry William Morisco,
Lindsay Mary Moriarty,
Ascheria Chiquita Moturi,
Vincent Russell Mortellaro,
Fidelia Anayi Murillo,
Lauren Elise Muhlenbeck,
Camille Jug Mayers,
Marissa Teresa Murray,
Megan Caitlin Nagarzansky,
Alicia Nagorski,
Deborah Marianne Naputhalone,
Racy Nakamura,
Alexander Nava,
Jordan Nicole Nash,
Sarah Nicole Newman,
Cyron L. Nelson,
Jonathan Tyler Wynn,
Sophie Mae Neville,
Ashley Noel O'Connor,
Joseph Michael Novak,
Chimobin Brandon Adocha,
Jessica Ocampo,
Sydney Alexis Olson,
John Hari O,
Ye Kyung Peck,
Isabel Ortega,
Eric Alexander Parker,
Arjun Singh Parihar,
Sabrina Ariel Mercado Pascual,
Morgan Marie Parker,
Ayushi Sorin Patel,
Akashandra Patel,
Bindi Dejendra Patel,
Amar Matul Patel,
Dhruv H. Patel,
Devin Patel,
Herschel Patel,
Harsh Patel,
Kajal Patel,
Janice Keshanbai Patel,
Kushal Amit Patel,
Kathy Sharad Patel,
Neo Bhavik Patel,
Mihir Akshay Patel,
Pooja Mukesh Patel,
Pari Bavesh Patel,
Raj A. Patel,
Purba Kumar Patel,
Rikesh Pramod Patel,
Ridhi Sandip Kumar Patel,
Sonia Hiran Patel,
Rikin B. Patel,
Tirth Sanjay Kumar Patel,
Sonu Patel,
Shraddha Jignesh Kumar Pathak,
Yesha Patel,
Kyle James Peisker,
Kendall Star Cabo,
Henry John Palish,
Brandon Nabor Pelayo,
Lauren Taylor Perry,
Hector Perez,
Bennett Edward Piscopo,
Brittany Joy Pillai,
Kristen Noel Polistrini,
Eric James Plateau,
Nicholas Matthew Pope,
Devin Michael Pope,
Joshua Matthew Posniak,
Lisa Nicole Prasma,
Sarah Sunghoon Jules Prill,
Christian Andre Quinones,
Robert Tyler Remia,
Alexi Lynn Rameljak,
Sanjana Rangaraju,
Omar Ramos,
Ivan Ramos, Ivan Ramos,
Richa Rampora,
Rachel Nicole Raymer,
Allison Nicole Rayner,
Fariel Rosa,
Thomas John Rentner,
Rachel Renee Rapetta,
Robert Joseph Rhodes,
Ashley Patricia Richards,
Alexis Danielle Ringwist,
Juliana Rios O'Halloran's,
Madahi Rivera,
Manuel Francisco Rivera,
Nicholas Allen Roberts,
Ryan Christopher Roberts,
Emily Caitlin Rock,
Brian Alexander Rodella,
Sarah E. Rodriguez,
Elizabeth Oriana Rodriguez Setian,
Sarah Erlette Rojas,
Vanessa Roman,
Esmeralda Romero,
Stephen Jedediah Rosamond,
Claire Elizabeth Rosas,
Garrison Parker Rose,
Pascual Ruggiero,
Jennifer Ruiz Fernandez,
Julianne Moon G. Rummel,
Nicole Renee Ryback,
Ashley Sechdeva,
Camille Adam Sock,
Leslie Lorena Saldana Garduno,
Zachary Owen Salerno,
Javier Antonio Salguero Barreras,
Taylor Nicole Salgado,
Xavier Manuel Sanchez,
Benjamin C. Samuel,
Kirtan Sharachandra Sabra,
Manveer Singh Sangha,
Lauren Margaret Sarver,
Lisa Marie M. Sarmiento,
Vincent Dominic Robert Severino,
Mia Yasmin Satcher,
Daniel Mark Schmeichel,
Nicholas Joseph Spertoli,
Victoria Michelle Schorsch,
Samuel James Scholes,
Michael Anthony Senior,
Callie Ann Schumacher,
Nicholas Joseph Sanase,
excuse me, that's Kaylee Ann Schumacher, Daniel Zdravko Sego,
Christian Serrano,
Joseph Michael Sekulich,
Nisha Jamin Shaw,
Alexia Ashlyn Saradiuk,
Simran M. Shaw,
Bruno Rajin Shaw,
Chloe Chimo Sharp,
Priya Bailesh Shaw,
Zoe Elizabeth Shoro,
Sherbaz Shaza,
Abel Alejandro Silva,
Jennifer Stephanie Scheid,
Danica Nicole Silvestri,
Adam Thomas Shemanek,
Leah Michelle Skabanak,
Adrian Daniel Silva,
Brian Alexander Smith,
John Slavage V,
Maximilian Stanislaw Snowpeck,
Danielle Smith, Dominique Danielle Sokum,
Shalini Sampson,
Anna Sung Song,
Timothy Dong Song,
Rian Lindsay Stanford,
Stephanie Susan Stanislawski,
Jacob Steck,
Dimitar Victor Stepanov,
Rebecca Ann Story, Jacob
Matthew Studdard,
Anna Monica Sterzula,
Atharfa Sule,
Jordan Scott Sullivan,
Zakia Sultana,
Gabriel M.L. Summers,
Emily Christine Surrey,
Zaid Muawiyah Suwan,
Dalton Jordan Sykes,
Holden Everett Simons,
Nathan Gregory Shaliga,
Tracy Ann Tafe,
Matthew Walter Tarshala,
Muniza Tariq,
Virju Deepak Thacker,
Maharshi Bhupendrabhay Thacker,
Milan Barrett Thacker,
Claire Catherine Beatty,
Nicola Totoro,
Mirna Tome,
Brianna Torres,
Lawrence Edison Torres,
Ricky Elijah Towns,
Elizabeth Trejo,
Jillian Lacey Trenitu,
Yaritza Janelle Trevino, Lauren
Rose Tripoli,
Brian Ronald Trusina, Tyler Nicholas Tuttle,
Vinay Kumar Tulasi,
Carly Rose Urban,
Chukwuemeka Benjamin Stephen Udiogu,
Sarah Ann Valente,
Thomas Urbanski,
Jordi Alejandro Vasquez Saldivar,
Gabriela Bernice Varela,
Alberto Ernesto Venancio,
Gianna Nicole Velasquez,
Abigail Vicente,
Mahima Verma,
Fatima Villanueva Gonzalez,
Celeste Villanueva,
Jeffrey Mark Wagner,
Brandon Gemma Jerome Vincent,
Emily Louise Maywendell,
Haley Caitlin Ware,
Kevin O'Connor Wyges,
Morgan Hannah Wessel,
Emily Witt,
Daniel Lewis Withers,
Michael Yim,
Samantha Margaret Woolley,
Sonia Sala,
David Mateusz Zajac,
Jamaica Leah Nadura Zalina,
Anthony Joseph Zaccardi, Sarah Yvonne Zarilla,
Graduates, please move your tassels from right to left. Congratulations. This is when you can throw your hands. Congratulations. I declare that the 51st commencement of James E. Conant High School